You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries as we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media. This is the show that connects the dots of confusion, delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family or business can benefit in current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. We have a very focused show. We only chat about items that affect the roof over your head, your bank account, and anything I feel would benefit you. And let me remind you, if you ever have any home or finance-related questions, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you, and you can reach out to me directly. 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are operators standing by.
Quiet, numbskulls. I'm broadcasting.
While I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan, a plan to save you money, I personally work with you. Even if you don't have any needs today, save this number in your phone for future reference. 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And yes, of course, we are celebrating today. We celebrate every day on Ron Siegel Radio. I don't know if I can get away with this one. Josh, you probably get this every day. Take your kids to work day. Yeah, he's got it made. That's a good one. So it's National Take Our Daughters and Sons to Work Day. Used to be that you had, I don't know what the deal is. Used to be Take Your Daughters to Work Day is one day, and Take Your Sons to Work Day was a different day. What if they still have those, or if they've just combined it all into one? Let's see. I'm looking at some of these things. Some of these are funny. Hug a Plumber Day. I don't think so. Teach Children to Save Day. Well, that's why we are involved with First Home IQ. So go ahead and take the quiz. Let's see how much you know about your finances. rsrlinks.com/FHIQ. rsrlinks.com/FHIQ. We're going to give away a trip at the end of May. So go take that quiz there and see how much you know about finances and what's going on in the financial world. Let's see what else we've got here. The dog behavior isn't normal. Okay, well, it's interesting. I should have a sound button here, Josh. National Telephone Day. So, ironic enough, when you look at the picture here, oh, Josh, you got a more normal picture at least. I'm looking at this. Josh, do you even remember the rotary phones? Okay. A lot of people don't even know what a rotary phone is. You know, you go and you have to spin the dial that was on the phone. Sometimes you had a longer line, a longer cord, so you could walk around the house with it. Might be able to go into your bedroom with it, if you didn't want your parents to hear what you were talking about. You can actually slam the phone if you want to slam the phone to hang up on somebody. Now you push the button. They don't know whether you hung up on them or whether you just lost connection. Pro tip. If you want to hang up on somebody and you don't want them to know that you hung up on them, change your phone to airplane mode. And it's kind of quiet, and they have no idea that that's what happened. And if they call you right back, well, you're in airplane mode, so they won't even get that answer either. So you've got yourself covered. Just throw that out there for you. And having beaten anorexia, yes, today is National Zucchini Bread Day. I like zucchini bread, but I'd much rather have banana bread. Just throw that out. I like banana. Yeah, Josh, you're a banana bread guy too? Yeah, I'm a banana bread guy. So, okay, so let's take a look and see what the markets are doing today. I was talking about all these celebrations today just because I didn't want to have to talk about the markets. Let's see. Dow Jones Industrial Average down 531 points. That is painful. Ow! S&P 500 is down 49. NASDAQ is down 214 points. Thanks, Meta. Oil down 30 cents a barrel. not helping us on gas prices. I was on the road the last couple of days. $3.66 is the national average of a gallon of gasoline, according to AAA. But then I look and I see California, $5.41 a gallon. Now this is abnormal. I don't usually see this that often. So I was out along Highway 15. I had an event that I was at in Pachanga and stopped along the road home. Yes, I do try and find Costco gas stations because I like the quality of the gasoline and the pricing. I paid $4.99 a gallon for regular unleaded. Yes, I know I'm old because saying, isn't everything unleaded? Used to be that you'd have unleaded and premium, and the premium was not unleaded. Now everything's unleaded. But regular was $4.99 at Costco in Temecula, Murrieta, whatever that is out there. Josh, you're over there at $4.59. Does that mean you're really closer to $4 a gallon? Yeah, give or take. Okay, so we're watching all these gas prices. They're still going up. They're going to continue to go up. California, we like high prices. We vote for those people that'll give us the highest prices we can. So, it's interesting what we do in California. You look at these things, it fascinates me. So we like high prices. We vote for the people that give us the high prices. So we know that's why we like them. But then we go these other things. And I am well, not as much as I used to be, a sports junkie. Right? So we have the Dodgers who go and spend unlimited amounts of money. And I'll make my prediction right now. I haven't looked at the standings even. The Dodgers will have the best record in baseball for the regular season, and they'll lose probably in the first round of the playoffs. Everything that gets them where they want to go, they change in the playoffs. Dave Roberts, I have no idea why he does that. But then again, I've been a lifelong Angel fan. At least one thing we know about the Angels, they are consistent. Consistently poor, consistently disappointing. I read an article the other day that Artie Moreno had the opportunity to re-sign Shohei, but didn't want to do it because you're looking at we thought it was only worth a $400 million contract. We all know that he signed a $700 million contract, but in real dollars, in current dollars, they say it's about $540 million. Because the Dodgers are paying him $2 million, although they may have to up that a little bit just because, the gambling issues here. I digress. But think about this scenario. Now, I don't know the exact age. Artie Moreno's in his mid-80s? So you look at it, and I just want to be realistic here. Do you think, okay, Artie, no, he's not mid-80s. He's 77 years old. I just looked it up. Now, think about this. That means at age 87 is the first time that Shohei gets that extra money. Likelihood Artie isn't going to pay that whole contract. So why would he not give us the best player in baseball to stay with us? I just don't get it. But where was I going with this whole thing? We like to spend a lot of money, but we watch the Dodgers and we say, okay, why'd they spend so much money? They're not going to win anyway. Look at the Angels. They never spend any money. They don't win. So in a full season, who won in a full season, not counting the COVID years, who won the last championship, Angels or Dodgers? Again, we're talking about a full season. Yeah, it was the Angels, 2002. Dodgers haven't won a championship this century. I think it's probably 87 is the last time the Dodgers won a championship. Just throwing that stuff out there. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, is a multi-generational home right for you? Foreclosure numbers are nothing like the 2008 crash. How to pay off debt fast with low income. We're going to give you 10 steps to do that and more. Reach me anytime. Off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube, Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
Confused about the home buying process? Or curious how much you really know about buying a home? Take the First Home IQ quiz to test your understanding of buying a home. Created by the nonprofit First Home IQ, this 5-minute quiz will give you a score, what you missed, and why. Take the quiz in 5 minutes at rsrlinks.com/FHIQ and find out what you need to know about buying your first home. That's rsrlinks.com/FHIQ.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Homeowners over the age of 62 are taking back financial control after retirement with reverse mortgages, and the Siegel Lending Team is here to help you use it to your advantage. Call Ron Siegel with Geneva Financial to receive your free information booklet with no obligation. The booklet answers all your questions, and the best part is, you still own your home. Call Ron Siegel at 1-800-306-1990 or visit ronsiegelradio.com.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you could retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less? All without having to spend more each month than you spend right now. Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. Let's take a look at this. The Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make that call. 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And every day at this time, OBMMI, they provide the most comprehensive, accurate, timely, and interactive analysis of pricing ever conducted in the mortgage industry, calculated from actual locked rates with consumers across 35% of all mortgage transactions nationwide. Let's take a look and see what loans rates did yesterday. The latest data that is available. Now remember, OBMMI does not tell us APR, points paid, points received. They tell us the number that you're putting into the mortgage calculator. And if you don't have one, ronismylender.com, ronismylender.com. You can get download our mortgage app. 30-year conforming loans yesterday up a bit, 7.204. 30-year jumbo loans down yesterday, 7.27. 30-year FHA loans, 6.885. That was up. 30-year USDA loans, that was up, 6.797. And the best loan on the market for those that earned it, the 30-year VA loan, 6.712. That was up. If you want our market commentary as early as the data allows, we put that out each morning. rsrmarketminute.com, rsrmarketminute.com. Let's take a look and see what's going on in the markets today so far. Do we want to know what's going on in the markets today? Well, the S&P 500 is down 51.67. Thank you, Meta, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. Yeah, they're pulling the markets down. 10-year Treasury's up 4.708. Not exciting. Mortgage-backed securities down 41 basis points. When the bond goes down, the rate goes up. Ow! And that's quite a bit. But we have to understand what's driving that. Why are the markets going up? And it all has to do with a lot of reports coming out right now. We're looking at first quarter GDP. Now, remember, they tell us these numbers 3 times because they can't get it right the first 2. So the third time. So they give us the advanced or first reading, which is what we got for Q1 GDP showed that the U.S. economy grew by 1.6%, well below the 2.5% estimate. Looking at the components, personal spending was a miss, rising by 2.5% versus the 3% expected. And all of the spending gain was for spending on services. Within the GDP report, there's also a quarterly reading on PCE prices ahead of tomorrow's monthly reading, which is more real time and important. The quarterly headline PCE reading of 3.1% was slightly above. That's a personal consumption expenditures. It's an inflation gauge. Above 3% expected, but core PCE was reported at 3.7, well above the 3.4 expected. This is what caused the bond market to sell off. Remember, bonds sell. That means the prices are going down, which means the yield or the rates are going up. Pending home sales measures signed contracts on existing homes rose 3.4% in March, which was much stronger than the 0.3% gain expected. The level of sales is the strongest in 13 months and follows a 1.6% rise in February, showing that activity is picking up in the home spring buying season. Sales are now flat year over year, which is a big improvement from a down 7% in the previous report. An increase in inventory and eventual decline in mortgage rates will only boost these figures. The National Association of Realtors forecast that housing starts rise this year and much more in 2025, leading to an increase in existing sales of 9% this year and 13% in 2025. Initial jobless claims. Fascinating. We're going to talk about this one. Initial jobless claims, which measures individuals filing for unemployment benefits for the very first time, fell 5,000 to 207,000. This number continues to be very low and also pressured bonds as it shows the labor market is tight and there's a reduced number of layoffs. Is it really?
You know better than that.
You gotta really, really wonder about these things. Data does appear to have some issues as it's been so stable in recent months that it has many economists questioning the accuracy of the report. Additionally, with so many companies offering severance, it's likely undershooting the actual number of layoffs, as those individuals are not going to file and may find a new job within that period of time. Continuing claims are those that continue to receive benefits after their initial claims fell 15,000 to 1.781 million. There was also a negative revision to the previous week, bringing both readings below 1.8 million. Nonetheless, continuing claims have remained near some of the highest levels we have seen since November 2021, and does show that once you let go and continue to receive benefits, it's becoming harder to find a new job, although it appears employers are doing their best to hold on to the workers they have. Core Logic Performance Insights report that loan performance in January and those 30 days or more remained at 2.8%. Those 90-plus days delinquent fell to 0.9% from 1%, while those in foreclosure stayed just off the lowest levels on record at 0.3%. Mortgage loans are still performing well, even though we are seeing delinquencies tick up on credit cards and auto loans. That's the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make a call. 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990. Let's take tying in exactly with that. Let's look at a real-time real estate segment brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. And I don't know why these things didn't show up in my, got to figure out why that's not showing up. Because I know I put them in there today. Okay, there they are. Foreclosure numbers. Guess Josh has some editing to do to cut out that little delay there. Foreclosure numbers are nothing like the 2008 crash. If you've been keeping up with the news lately, you've probably come across some articles saying the number of foreclosures in today's housing market is going up. And that may leave you feeling a bit worried about what's ahead, especially if you owned a home during the crash in 2008. The reality is, while increasing, the data shows a foreclosure crisis is not where the market is headed. Here's the latest information stacked against the historical data to put your mind at ease. The headline makes the increase sound dramatic, but it's not. The increase the media is calling attention to is a little bit misleading. Does that surprise anybody?
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
That's because it's comparing the most recent numbers to a time when foreclosures were at historic lows. And that lopsided comparison is making it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. Back in 2020 and 2021, there was a moratorium and forbearance program that helped millions of homeowners avoid foreclosure during challenging times. That's why numbers for just a few years ago were so low. Now that the moratorium has come to an end, foreclosures are resuming, and that means numbers are rising. But it's an unexpected increase, not a surprise. And I'm sorry, it's an expected increase, not a surprise, and not a cause for alarm. Just because foreclosure filings are up doesn't mean the housing market is in trouble. To prove that to you, let's expand the comparison out a bit more. Specifically, we'll go all the way back to the housing crash in 2008, since that's what people worry may happen again. And of course, we've got a graph from our friends over at Adam, a property data provider, to show foreclosure activity has been consistently lower since the crash in 2008. So you can see 2020, 214,000, 2021, 151,000. So now we've doubled. We're at 357,000. But 357 is the lowest number other than those unicorn years. As far as the chart goes back to 2005, it's still significantly lower than all of the unicorn years. So just be aware, you're not going to really see when you compare to a low number, just do the math here. What the data shows is that things now aren't anything like they were around the dates of the housing crash. Housing crash, 2009. Let's go to 2008. So, 2.3 million. 2009, 2.8 million. 2010, 2.9 million. And we're not even at 500,000. Think about that. So again, if you're watching us at ronsiegelradio.tv, any of our socials, or the ABC News and Talk AM 1490 FM 98.1 video feeds, you're seeing a chart. And the bars in red are when there were over 1 million foreclosures filings a year. In 2023, there are roughly 357,000. Big difference. A recent article from Bankrate explains one of the reasons things aren't like they were back then. Quote, in the years after the housing crash, millions of foreclosures flooded the housing market, depressing prices. That's not the case now. Most homeowners have a comfortable equity cushion in their homes, unquote. Basically, foreclosure activity is nothing like it was during the crash. That's because most homeowners today have enough equity to keep them from going into foreclosure. And that's a really good thing for homeowners and for the market. The reality is, the data shows a foreclosure crisis is not where the market is today or where it's headed. Right now, putting the data into context is more important than ever. While the housing market is experiencing an unexpected rise in foreclosures, I still keep saying the same thing. While the housing market is experiencing an expected rise in foreclosures, it's nowhere near the crisis level seen when the housing bubble burst, and that won't lead to a crash in home prices. That is the real-time real estate segment brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Remember, it's all about supply and demand. Back in 2008, 9, 10, there were a lot of houses on the market. That's why there was the foreclosures. I mean, we know about the mortgage issues and we know about all those other things. But there was a lot of houses on the market. There was not money available to buy those houses. There was not demand for those houses. So the foreclosures went up and the prices went down. Right now, there's, the money's just not there. I'm sorry. The money's there, but the real estate inventory is not there. And that's where all the issues come from. If there's no inventory, prices are not going to drop. As I've shared this with you before, I'm looking right now, and I use this one just because it's close to where our studio is. We're not in Anaheim, but we're close. So I look at Anaheim Hills, 92808. Inventory, 10 single-family homes. 92807, 23 single-family homes. So there's about 30 to 35,000 residences in those two zip codes, and there's 33 houses available for sale. No inventory, no price drop. And if you're having trouble making all your payments, rsrdebtfree.com, rsrdebtfree.com. You are listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, is a multi-generational home right for you? We'll talk about it. 10 steps to pay off debt fast with low income and more. Reach me anytime. Off air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com, facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numero 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694452.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com. Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306 1990, 800-306 1990. Is multi-generational home right for you? Real-time real estate segment brought to you by rsrmoney.com. rsrmoney.com. Is a multi-generational home right for you? Ever thought about living in the same house with your grandparents, parents, or other loved ones? I'm going to tell you no, I haven't, because my parents and grandparents are gone, so not a good idea. You're not alone. A lot of people are choosing to buy multi-generational homes where everyone can live together. Let's check out why they think it's a good idea to see if it might be a good fit for you too. Why are people choosing multi-generational living according to the National Association of Realtors, NAR? Here are just a few key reasons buyers opted for multi-generational homes over the past year. If you're watching us on RonSiegelRadio.tv, any of the socials, ABC News and Talk AM 1490 and FM 98.1 video feed, you're seeing a chart. Reasons for purchasing a multi-generational home. Health and caretaking of aging parents, 27%. Cost savings, 22%. To spend more time with aging parents, 19%. Wanted a larger home that multiple incomes could afford together, 11%. Two of the top reasons had to do with aging parents. 27% of buyers chose multi-generational homes so they could take care of their parents more easily. And 19% did it to spend more time with them. A lot of older adults want to age in place, and living in a home with loved ones can help them do just that. If your parents are hoping to do the same but need a bit of help, a multi-generational home may be worth considering. But buying a multi-generational home isn't just about being close or taking care of the people you love. It can save you money too. 22% of buyers say they picked a multi-generational home to cut down on costs, and 11% needed a bigger house multiple incomes could afford together. Sharing costs like the mortgage and utilities can make owning a home more affordable. This is especially helpful for first-time home buyers who might find it challenging to buy a place on their own in today's market. As Axios explains, financial concerns and caregiving needs are two of the major reasons people live with their parents and parents' parents. How an agent is key in finding the right home for you. Looking for a perfect multi-generational home is a bit trickier than finding a regular house. You've got more people, which means more opinions and needs to think about. It's kind of like putting together a puzzle where all the pieces need to fit perfectly. If you're into the idea of living with loved ones and want all the benefits that come with it, team up with a local real estate agent who can help you out. Bottom line, whether you're looking to save money or want to take care of your loved ones, buying a multi-generational home might be a good idea for you. If you want to find out more, give me a call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And they missed one of the subjects. Maybe it wasn't asked as part of the questions, but I'm just going to throw this out there that I kind of believe that one of the issues for this could be, wouldn't it be nice if grandparents were taking care of the grandkids? A lot of mom and dads are out there working, and in the multi-generational homes, you get the opportunity where the grandkids are being cared for by others. Maybe it would be nice to have a grandparent instead of putting them in daycare and things like that. That wasn't even part of the results, so it's kind of fascinates me. But again, that is the real-time real estate segment brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Okay, let's take a look at 10 steps to pay off debt fast with low income. Your Credit Matters brought to you by rsrdebtfree.com, rsrdebtfree.com. 10 steps to pay off debt fast with low income. To pay off debt quickly, focus on increasing your payments, starting with high-interest debts first, while minimizing new debt. Utilize strategies like the debt snowball or debt avalanche, and consider consolidating debt for lower interest rates if feasible. Consistency and discipline in budgeting and repayment are key to achieving debt freedom swiftly. Are you struggling with debt and feeling overwhelmed? You might also be tired of hearing the same old tips that don't help at all, like don't buy coffee, don't go out to eat, stop spending money, don't worry, you're not alone. Many hardworking individuals like you face similar challenges. The good news is that they are effective strategies for paying off debt faster, even on a tight budget. So, we're going to give you 10 steps and actionable steps that can significantly impact your journey to financial autonomy. Are you ready to better control your finances? Here's how to pay off debt fast with low income. Step 1, take inventory of your debts. Before tackling your debts, taking inventory of them is a crucial first step to clearly understanding what you owe, allowing you to understand the full extent of your financial obligations and developing a comprehensive and more effective action plan. Get matched with a personal loan that's right for you. Start by gathering all your financial statements and creating a comprehensive list of debts. This includes credit card balances, student loans, private and public, medical bills, and other outstanding obligations. You gain a complete picture of your economic landscape by documenting each debt, including the creditor, outstanding balance, interest rate, and minimum monthly payment. This knowledge empowers you to make informed decisions and prioritize debt repayment strategies. Step 2, create a realistic budget. A budget can help track your income and expenses, clearly showing where your money goes. But if you want a successful budget, it needs to be realistic. Creating a realistic budget is essential to pay off debt fast with a low income. You can start by identifying areas to cut back on unnecessary expenses, like reducing discretionary spending, such as eating out. Look for creative ways to save money, such as using coupons, shopping sales, or negotiating lower bills. Though this is good advice, it might not be enough or as simple as it sounds. Here are more steps and tips to help you create a budget that could work for you. Number 1, track income and expenses. Start by calculating your total monthly income, including your salary, freelance earnings, or any other sources of income. Next, track your expenses for a month to understand where your money is going. Categorize your expenses into fixed costs, rent, utilities, etc., and variable costs, groceries, entertainment. Set attainable goals. Determine how much you can allocate toward monthly debt payments while covering your essential expenses. It's crucial to set realistic goals that consider your income. Remember, even small monthly contributions can make a significant difference over time. Number 3, prioritize debt repayment. Allocate a specific portion of your budget to debt repayment. Consider prioritizing your debts using the debt avalanche or snowball methods that we discussed a little bit ago. By focusing on one debt at a time while making minimum payments on others, you can make steady progress and gain a sense of accomplishment. Number 4, monitor and adjust. Regularly review your budget and track your progress. Adjust as needed to stay on track and meet your financial goals. Be flexible and willing to adapt your budget as your circumstances change. Creating a realistic budget requires discipline and commitment, and it's crucial to paying off debt. By understanding your income, tracking your expenses, and making intentional choices, you can take control of your financial situation. Step 3, avoid new debts. Doesn't that surprise you? It might sound obvious, but avoiding new debts can help greatly. Avoid the temptation to rely on credit cards and take out additional loans. Instead, focus on living within your means and prioritizing your financial goals. Of course, implementing this step is easier said than done. Here are some recommendations to help you avoid accumulating additional debt. Change your mindset. Understand that taking on new debts will only prolong your journey to becoming debt-free. Embrace living within your means and making conscious choices to avoid unnecessary borrowing will help you pay off your debt faster. Cultivate healthy financial habits. That's kind of like take the financial literacy test. And it's just for you. It's not like someone else is going to know your score. rsrlinks.com/FHIQ. rsrlinks.com/FHIQ. We're going to build an emergency fund. Wait a second, we're going to cultivate healthy financial habits. Practice mindful spending, distinguishing between needs and wants, and make conscious choices aligned with your financial goals. Build an emergency fund, crucial step to prevent relying on credit or loans during unexpected expenses or financial setbacks. Start by setting aside a small amount from your monthly income until you have a comfortable cushion to cover unforeseen expenses. Practice delayed gratification. Avoid impulsive purchases and practice delayed gratification before making a non-essential purchase. Give yourself a 24 to 48 hour cooling off period. This allows you to assess whether the item is a genuine necessity or a momentary desire. Seek alternative solutions. When faced with financial needs, explore alternatives before committing to new debts, like borrowing from friends or family, negotiating payment plans with service providers, or seeking assistance from local community resources or nonprofit organizations that offer financial aid or low-interest loans. Remember, avoiding new debts requires discipline and commitment. By adopting a proactive approach to managing your finances and being mindful of your spending, you can stay on track toward paying off your existing debts and achieving financial freedom. Stay focused, make intentional choices, and celebrate your progress. Step 4, try the debt avalanche method. The debt avalanche method is a powerful strategy for paying off debt efficiently. With this approach, you prioritize the debts based on interest rates. Additionally, this method provides a clear roadmap for debt repayment, allowing you to stay focused and motivated as you see progress with each debt you eliminate. Start by arranging your debts in descending order based on their interest rates, with the highest interest debt at the top of the list. This order will determine the repayment priority. Doing this minimizes the interest that accrues over time, saving you money in the long run. Once you pay off the highest interest, move on to the next one and continue the process. Remember to continue making at least the minimum payments on all your debts to maintain a good credit standing and avoid penalties. By staying committed to this method and directing your extra funds strategically, you'll make significant strides toward paying off all your debts. Step 5, how about considering the snowball method? Another effective debt repayment strategy is the debt snowball method. It involves listing all your debts from smallest to largest, and then focusing on paying off the smallest debt first while making minimum payments on the others. Once you pay off the smallest debt, you apply the money you are putting toward it to the next smallest debt. Begin by creating a comprehensive list of all your debts, including credit cards, personal loans, student loans, and other outstanding balances. Arrange your debts in ascending order based on their balances, with the debt carrying the lowest balance at the top of the list. This order will determine the repayment priority. Continue focusing on one debt at a time until you can pay off all your debts. The debt snowball method is advantageous because it focuses on building momentum and providing a sense of accomplishment by creating small wins, motivating you to continue your debt payment journey. While this method may not prioritize debt based on interest rates, it provides a structured and motivating approach that can be particularly beneficial for individuals seeking emotional and psychological encouragement along their debt repayment journey. Step 6, increase your income. We'll have to come back to this one. We'll continue this when we come back. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. We're going to continue with the 10 steps to pay off debt fast with low income, and how to get something off of your credit report. We'll talk about that one as well. You can reach me anytime. Off-air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com, facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you paying rent because you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you paying rent because you don't believe you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? At Siegel Lending Team at RonIsMyLender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037. RonIsMyLender.com.
Confused about the home buying process? Or curious how much you really know about buying a home? Take the First Home IQ quiz to test your understanding of buying a home. Created by the nonprofit First Home IQ, this 5-minute quiz will give you a score, what you missed, and why. Take the quiz in 5 minutes at rsrlinks.com/FHIQ and find out what you need to know about buying your first home. That's rsrlinks.com/FHIQ.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. We're going to continue our conversation, 10 steps to pay off debt fast with low income. And that is Your Credit Matters, brought to you by rsrdebtfree.com, rsrdebtfree.com. So we covered the first 5 steps already. We talked about taking inventory of your debts. You know all the debts that you have. Create a realistic budget. Talked about how to do that one. Avoid any new debts. That's the obvious. Try the debt avalanche method. We talked about that one. And we talked about the debt snowball method. Got all those in. Now, step 6. Are we on? I think we're on 6. We on 6, Josh? I think it's 6. Okay. Step 6, increase your income. How to get out of debt when you're broke. Finding ways to increase your income can significantly impact you, but can also be challenging. Consider taking up a side hustle, a part-time job to generate extra money. There are numerous opportunities available, such as freelance work, online tutoring, or selling handmade crafts. Dedicating your additional income solely to debt repayment accelerates your progress. It helps you achieve financial goals sooner, and if everything goes well, you'll only need to do this for a short period of time. Here are a few ideas on how to make extra money to pay off debt fast. Explore freelance opportunities in your field of expertise. Take on part-time jobs or gig work. Can you say Uber, boys and girls? DoorDash? Monetize your hobbies or skills. Consider renting out a spare room or property. Participate in online surveys and market research studies. See if you qualify for blood and plasma donations. Some places pay for this help. There are so many things. Think about this one. I've seen this many, many times. Go on to social media and just put a post on there that I'll looking for side work, handyman, or house cleaning, or babysitting, dog walking. There's so much out there that can be done. It's just a matter of desire. Step 7, negotiate a better rate. Lowering the interest rates on your debts can help you save money and pay them off faster. Reach out to your creditors and explore the possibility of negotiating a lower interest rate. Even a slight reduction in interest rates can make a significant difference. Here's a detailed explanation of how to negotiate a better rate and why it can be beneficial. Number one, you got to review your current rates. This includes credit cards, personal loans, and other forms of debt. Take note of the interest rates, promotional offers, and the terms and conditions associated with each debt. Number two, research and compare. Understand market rates, basics and terms for similar financial products. This will provide you with a baseline for negotiation and help you determine if your rates are higher than what is commonly available. Look for competing offers, promotions, or low interest rates from other lenders or credit card companies. Prepare your case. Highlight your payment history, creditworthiness, and loyalty as a long-term customer. Compile improved financial stability or credit score evidence since you obtained the debt. The goal is to present a compelling case for you why you deserve a better rate. If negotiating directly with your creditor doesn't yield the desired results, consider other options like balance transfers or refinancing. Balance transfers involve moving high-interest debt to a credit card with a lower interest rate, often with an introductory 0% interest period. Refinancing involves replacing an existing loan with a new one with better terms and a lower interest rate. Both options can help reduce the overall interest you pay and accelerate your debt payoff. Don't forget, if you've got equity in your house, take a look at that. That might be the solution for you. Go ahead and take a look, rsr2step.com. rsr2step.com. We're going to show you exactly how you can pay off some debts. If that doesn't work, if you don't own a house, you don't have equity, give us a call, 800-306-1990. Our friend Chris Corrales has a solution there, debt settlement, helping thousands of people, maybe hundreds of thousands. I haven't seen their exact numbers, but I did see the dollar amount of how much they've been helping people every single month, and it's staggering. And they help you do with that renegotiation to helps the creditor, and it helps you, helps both. Because creditors are saying, I'm not getting paid from John and Mary because they don't have the money to pay it. And if we negotiate this and put everything to bundled, maybe we can get that done. Step 8, increase your credit score. Improving your credit score can have a positive impact on your financial well-being. A higher credit score can lead to lower interest rates on future loans and credit cards, potentially saving you thousands of dollars in the long run. To boost your credit score, make timely payments, reduce your credit card balances, and keep your credit utilization ratio low. Regularly review your credit reports to identify and address any errors or discrepancies. If you need help there, got a couple of different things. Check your credit scores, cleanall3.com. Cleanall3.com. That's going to give you a real FICO score, same as a mortgage lender would be using. Cleanall3.com to check your reports. If you don't understand about credit utilization, I don't have time to go through that right now, but you can go to rsrccpayment.com, rsrccpayment.com, and you'll see how to take care of that one as far as credit utilization, those issues. And when you're ready, if you need help on getting your credit scores cleaned up, your report cleaned up, rsrlinks.com/BWC. That's our Kodu people, rsrlinks.com/BWC, our friends over at Blue Water Credit. Step 9, consider debt relief or consolidation. If your debts feel overwhelming and unmanageable, exploring debt relief or consolidation options might be a viable solution. Debt relief programs such as credit counseling or debt settlement, that's our friend Chris Corrales, can help you negotiate with creditors to reduce the amount you owe or establish more manageable payment plans. Debt consolidation allows you to combine multiple debts into a single loan with a lower interest rate. However, it's essential to research and choose reputable organizations to ensure you make an informed decision that aligns with your financial goals. Step 10, stay consistent. So what is the best way to pay off debts? Consistency is always key. Make your debt repayment a priority and stick to your plan. Celebrate small victories along the way to stay motivated and maintain your momentum. Remember, achieving financial freedom takes time and dedication. You can overcome your debts and build a brighter financial future with persistence. And congratulations on taking the first step toward improving your financial well-being. Remember, give us a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. We are here to help. That's Your Credit Matters, brought to you by rsrdebtfree.com, rsrdebtfree.com. And as always, we ask, set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. A big thanks to Josh and Sean who are engineering us today. And, of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your time with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, call me anytime. 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.
Over the limit, I'd like to call him something. I think